Hello students, welcome back. The work time concept is similar to speed time concept. The rate of doing work, that is how much of a work is done in a given time, is related to speed, which is how much distance is traveled in a given time. The rate of doing work is speed and the amount of work done is distance. Mathematically, rate of doing work equals to amount of work done divided by time taken. The amount of work done is usually taken as 1 unit. When 2 or more persons do same work, the rate of doing work gets added. For example, if one person can paint a building in 2 days, then 2 persons can paint the same building in 1 day. In former case, the rate of doing work, which is amount of work done, which can be taken as 1 unit divided by time taken to complete the work, was half work per day, and in later case it was 1 work per day. Now suppose if M1 man can do W1 work in D1 days working H1 hours per day, and M2 man can do W2 work in D2 days working H2 hours per day, then M1 D1 H1 whole divided by W1 equals to M2 D2 H2 whole divided by W2. How can we reach this equation? Well, here is the solution. Suppose 2 men can paint a building in some given time, then 1 man can paint half of the building in that same time. If M1 men are doing W1 work in some day, then W1 by M1 work is done by 1 man in that same day. Now according to rate of doing work by 1 man is amount of work done divided by time taken, which equals to W1 by M1 work done multiplied by 1 divided by D1 days multiplied by H1 hours per day, which equals to W1 divided by M1 D1 H1. Now since rate of doing work by 1 man is same for other case also, we can write W1 divided by M1 D1 H1 equals to W2 divided by M2 D2 H2. But one thing must be kept in mind, that we have assumed all men are working at same rate, and it is not so in practical cases, which brings us to the next question. What if 2 persons A and B can individually do some work in P and Q days respectively? How do we find out how much work can be done by them together in 1 day? See, A can do 1 by Pth of work in 1 day, B can do 1 by Qth of work in 1 day. So the two of them can do 1 by P plus 1 by Qth of work in 1 day. Rate of doing work equals to work done divided by time. Work done is as usual equals to 1 unit divided by T, which we need to find out, and it turns out to be PQ divided by P plus Q. Now I will give you some examples. Question 1. 2 men and 1 woman can complete a piece of work in 14 days, while 4 women and 2 men can do the same work in 8 days. If a man gets 90 rupees per day, what would be the wages per day of a woman? A. 48 rupees, B. 60 rupees, C. 72 rupees, D. 135 rupees. It is given that 2 men and 1 woman can complete a piece of work in 14 days. So the work done by them in 1 day will be 1 divided by 14 of total work. So we can write 2m plus 1w equals to 1 by 14. Similarly, 4w plus 2m is equals to 1 by 8. Solving these two equations, we get w equals to 1 by 56 and m equals to 3 divided by 112. Now the wages should also be divided as per the work done by them in a day. Hence a woman should get 2 divided by 3 multiplied by 90 rupees, which equals to 60 rupees. Question 2. 4 goats or 6 sheep can graze a field in 50 days. 2 goats and 9 sheep can graze the field in A. 100 days, B. 75 days, C. 50 days, D. 25 days. As 4 goats can graze a field in 50 days, so in 1 day a goat can graze 1 divided by 50 multiplied by 4, which equals to 1 divided by 200 part of a field per day by a goat. And it is also given that 4 goats is equivalent to 6 sheep in terms of grazing the field. So 9 sheep would be equivalent to 9 sheep multiplied by 4 goats divided by 6 sheep, which equals to 6 goats. Hence in total we have 8 goats. Therefore the rate of grazing of the field by 8 goats would be equal to 8 multiplied by 1 divided by 200 part of a field per day, which equals to 1 divided by t. Hence we get t equal to 28 days.